Hey, how's it going? Steve Zeldar here with Treviso Realty. We're back in Verdana Village. We're taking a look at the house. I haven't been here in about a week. So I forgot where we left off, but I'll just start fresh now. So all sod, all the landscaping done. Let's keep it looking here. Let's keep looking at what's happening. I know we had some deficiencies we mentioned to our construction manager that hopefully we've been taken care of. Yeah, so the AC units are in. Again, remember we had this pad that was right in front of the window and I requested to have it moved out here, which would make sense. But look, you imagine these units right in front of that window, like that's the gym window. It wouldn't have been pleasant. Now we got some shrubbery, which is nice. And then this at some point I'd like to cover it a little bit more. There's the hot water tank, which is a tankless heater, which is cool. I like that. Let's go take a look. Oh, all the eaves are in. The eaves and the spouts, which are nice. Yeah, the last time they were in. We got our closing date, September 20th, which is great. So I think the house is way further along than 5 weeks. But it is what it is. So they removed all the coverings on the floor. So now you kind of get an idea of the floor we chose. This is like a 9 or 10 inch plank. It's the widest plank. Ceramic that mimics hardwood. It's looking good. I like it. I love the black and the white effect here, like the window frames into the actual walls. And again, like these are all nice. You're not going to see this through Lennar. You see all the more like custom millwork around the windows, which is nice. We had an issue again with these are all done. We had an issue with the stair here, the railing. My ex-carpenter and me kind of caught a few things. With the naked eye, you're not going to see it. But if you kind of see here is, what happened was the pitch. So the pitch was basically, now they only removed it down a ½ inch from the original placement, but it sort of went up and then it just pitched down, like just came down really sharp here, but your naked eye would never see it. So what that did was all the pickets were basically an evolution of pickets, so they sort of like got longer as they went higher. You kind of see here they had to kind of move them all around. But I'll kind of give you an idea. If you get a straight edge, and this is what I did, because it didn't look right with my eye. You kind of see here, the naked eye, you kind of see that it's straight now, the top edge. Before I had like a big hump in the middle, so it's like somebody kind of was just compensating for things. But if you put a straight edge on the railing, see it's still a little bit off now. It's about an inch off from the actual pitch. But when we had it, it was literally, look at the difference where it is in the bottom. So it literally was like a 4 to 5 inch pitch. They kind of made it better. It's not the best, to be honest. It shouldn't be like this. It should be really like flat. But you can kind of see what they did. They didn't want to replace the railing. They did a little section here. Hopefully this doesn't break off. I mean, that's always a concern, right? Because not the original railing, they kind of put a little piece into it. But it seems pretty durable. So again, I hate complaining. It's the worst thing. I'm not one of those people. But at the same time, like, if you're gonna do the job, you might as well do it correctly, right? So that's cool. Kitchen's looking really nice, really beautiful. I love this little accent here with the gold. I thought we did all gold handles, but I think, yeah, that was the only gold feature we did, was the faucet, which is nice. Yeah, that's all good. Pool bath is fully complete. They put all the glass shower enclosure in, also on the master ensuite, so that's cool. We're building a house in Cape Coral, and that's part of our development sector for Treviso Homes LLC. And we basically stole this whole element out of the Roseland, and we're stuffing it in our newly designed single story that we're going to build out there. And clearly that's an investment, because I'm going to be bored and I won't be able to see a house getting built. So we're going to have to keep the OCD full of new things to do. So the house in Cape Coral will definitely do that. There's hurricane shutters. Those have been there for quite a while. So clearly, so 220, I would imagine, is this for an electric vehicle? Probably. Wonder if we can kind of utilize that for the utilize that for the generator. We'd love to get a generator here. Obviously, we're a gas community, so we can just plug it like a Generac into the natural gas and have that run. We don't have to have like excess fuel around the house. Yeah, so all the garage doors are in. I think we mentioned it the last time. We went through Polte for the alarm system. So Vitex is the alarm company. So we did the whole package through them, cameras and all. I didn't want to do it after, to be honest. Let's take a look at the master ensuite. It's unfortunate. It would have been nice to have these stairs in wood at least. You know, in the loft area, like this hallway area would have been nice, but it's clearly this will all be carpet and all up. It's not ideal, to be honest, but what are you gonna do? It's not, we don't have an option to change it. And GL Homes has options, but they wanted like 50K to do hardwood on the upper level of a 3,900 square foot house, so you could imagine that. Glass enclosures all in. So eventually what I'd like to do too is get another solid panel of glass here that usually has like a vent on it. And what you do is, because we've already ran the electrical here for the steam bath, we just got to break open this back area here and run a valve for water into the steamer. The steamer will break this open too, and then put it underneath the shelf of in the shelf in the shower. So basically a seating area. So this is seating area. Then what you do is you just put a spout out that has like some sort of contraption sitting here, and it'll just send out the steam. We'll see. That's the goal for that. This is all completed. Oh, another thing is with these doors, like make sure you kind of run everything now like you're using it. Like don't be shy. Like see this? When I got here last time, there was a nail hanging out of it. And it was like jabbing the door, so I kind of fixed that for them. But ultimately, the door angle is kind of like bowed, right? And it's rubbing against this wall. If you can kind of see this mark, like they got to fix that, right? Because I don't want to be seeing these marks while I live in a house, because then I'm gonna have to like rearrange the door. If you kind of see here, there's like a big gap, and then this side's a very narrow gap. So they're gonna have to fix that. Just realign it or whatever. There's no point, because I don't want to be doing this stuff later. So be meticulous, view the properties, or your property rather, and make notes, and they'll correct it for you. So you kind of see these pocket doors, they're running smooth. No marks on the door itself. And what we're doing is we're creating a running list, me and my wife, and my assistant is basically all the stuff that needs to be corrected. And we have it on a notes program on our iProducts, iPhone and iMac. So it's basically everyone can add to it, part of our group, and then we'll just drop the list off. The house is looking good though. Really happy with everything. The air handlers are in, so our HVAC units, again, one for the upper floor, then this is clearly going to be shot down to the lower level here, so double handlers. Clearly we got to find out a way to keep this house efficient too. I don't want to be spending $500-600 a month to keep it cool. We're not super cold type people. We don't like it at 72. Usually our house is like 77, 78, and at night like 79. I don't like to be too cold. So we'll see how that equates to the bills in this house, because clearly our little single-family detached or single-story detached in Fort Myers right now is pretty cheap. We're getting like between $80 to $120 a month, and that's not a gas community like this, so everything's run on electrics, and it's really efficient. Yeah, that's good. This is the office. I think the whole goal is to have a few fans. I'm not going to put fans in every bedroom. I think ultimately here, like a really, really big fan, something like maybe, I don't know, maybe 7 feet in diameter, spinning around. It'd be nice to kind of move some air around, and hopefully maybe have it in a reverse blade. Maybe it'll suck up the air from the lower level. So it'll be two different temperatures for sure. I got to see now if we can have a thermostat with dual settings, where we could have a setting for upstairs and a setting for downstairs, which would be great. If we have two handlers, I'm sure it would be easy to put in. So if you see all the Vitex caps here, this is going to be our internet extenders. Oh, one more thing, the roof tile. Pay attention to your roof tile, because we saw a lot of cracks in ours here on this lower area here, just beneath the master bedroom. So what I did is I flew my drone and scanned the whole roof, like literally line by line, just to make sure, because clearly we don't want issues. Because if that's already cracked, I was worried about the top level being even worse, which it wasn't. So that's all good. That's it, guys. If you have any questions regarding Verdana Village, give us a call. We'd be happy to help you guys out if you're looking to purchase a home. That's pretty much it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.